Hello, welcome back to the M2 Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Anthony. My co-host right here is KyleHeath. This is the show where we cover gaming industry-related news of the last week. This week, we're going to talk a little bit about how Microsoft is raising prices on the Xbox consoles again, which I think is the second or maybe third time in the last 3 years. We're going to get into that. Steam has a new look, which is kind of cool. We're going to talk about that. And the last thing we're going to talk about is the state of play for PlayStation. We have basically all the new announcements and everything coming to PlayStation. But before we get into it, Kyle, how you doing? You got yourself your Panthers shirt on. This one's a happy one. It's not boring or upsetting. I have the Panthers cup right over here. You have one to match it. You can only get those at the stadium. That's how you know we're real fans, even though we hate them at the same time. It's lit. How's it going, man?
Victory week. Victory Monday never felt better.
Smoked
yeah, no, it was a great game. I don't think you could have a better game in terms of a score. Shutting someone out, especially in the level of the NFL, is so rare. And so fact that I was able to be at a game where that happened is just icing on the cake. Yeah, I don't know. Best game I've been to, that's for sure. Yeah, dude, it was quite the day. And I don't know, I've just been riding high all week, man. Felt good. Feels good when a team you really care about just pulls out a win, especially one that doesn't win often. It's crazy. So
it shut him out too against a rival.
Against divisional rival. It's insane. It's not only was it wasn't just any game we posted. We pitched a shutout, but hey man, it happened. I don't know. I mean, I think going into it, I wasn't super optimistic about a win, to be honest, just because of how the teams performed, and it's just it seemed like we weren't able to make much of the offseason the first two games, so it was just expectations weren't there. And there's people out here saying man, if you didn't believe we were going to win, you ain't a real fan. All that. I'm listen, the real fans understand football, all right, and understand that going into this game, it did not look very good. So.
Not even a little bit, man. It looked like we were never going to win a game again in our lifetime. It was that bad. But to see you win, we're back, baby.
But I was wrong. I will comfortably admit that. Yeah, dude. It was good to get a win. The real thing now is can we stack it? But I ain't going to think about that until Saturday night. All right? I'm just going to ride the win. And then Saturday night, I'll move forward and be all right, can we stack it? Because I don't know, we're not playing great teams, to say the least, especially the next 4 or 5 games. So we'll see. We'll see. Just riding this one out. But yeah, no, it felt good. It was cool to be in the city and kind of being in Charlotte. We ended up staying the night. We were in Uptown. I think we were at the city center or whatever. I think we stayed at the Aloft down there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was nice to be there. We went to the Red Eye Diner. We had dinner there. So. That was nice.
Nice, man.
It was nice to go
it's funny. I recommended one of my friends to go there. No, I recommended my parents to go there on Saturday after the Merseyside Derby. They're like, yeah, we're kind of hungry. And I was like, why don't you go to the diner? And they had no idea the Red Eye Diner was literally 2 blocks away. So
yeah, dude. It was really nice. I'd recommend it for sure. I think I like steak and eggs. Oh, man. Oh, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Really good.
You know what the best part is about American diners is you can have whatever you want.
I know the menu's wide open.
They don't judge whatever hour of the day.
Yeah, they're just all right, 24-hour, let's go. Yeah, whatever.
Sick.
Yeah, sounds pretty cool. But yeah, no, that was a good weekend. Outside of that, gaming wise, the only game I really played was Valorant. I think I was talking to you it's been a thing before the pod. I was talking to you about it's been past couple weeks on Friday nights. It's typically no one's around, people working, and so I'm just I ain't got nothing else to do really. And so it's been a thing where I'll just grab a few beers, hop on Valorant, do a little trolling, but not too crazy, just having fun. And just get a couple drinks. It's been a lot of fun. So it's been kind of my thing that I've been doing. But yeah, dude, gaming wise, that was pretty much it. I don't think I played anything else. I will say, this week especially, I've been seeing at the time we're dropping this, the day we're dropping this, Silent Hill F is releasing. And reviews have actually been really good, better than I expected. I think it's reviewing out the high 80s right now on Metacritic. So
that's awesome.
People are really liking it, and the couple reviews I've seen from people I trust They said they were actually impressed with like the storytelling and like kind of the risks they take in terms of like, how like, which I guess shouldn't be a surprise for the Silent Hill series in general, but like this game is very much like taking on very serious and direct topics and not really like sugarcoating anything. So that's what I've seen, especially for the reviews I've seen too. It's like there's it takes place in like 60s Japan and playing as like essentially like a schoolgirl that's like trying to find herself, and she's dealing with like a drunk father who's like abusing the mother. It's like it's very like serious kind of family dynamics there, especially in the 60s. So that's kind of like that's one of the many things it explores in the game from what I've seen. So it's but yeah, from what I've heard, it's very much like, I mean, there's some people saying it could be one of those games where like, well, especially when it comes to the Silent Hill series, we'll look back generations from now and be like, oh yeah, that was like like Silent Hill was that series and they didn't let up. So that's exciting to hear, to say the least.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think I never really played the Silent Hill series, but I have watched people play it. Like those kind of games take a lot of my concentration. I rather just watch kind of like a highlight reel of people playing through the levels.
Yeah.
And I do love React content too. Like Markiplier was one of the biggest people that I knew that would do those kind of games. Just horror, go start to finish, and then take the best parts.
Yeah.
But you're right.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, like Silent Hill 2, there's a lot of like serious topics that are explored in that you just don't see much, I think, from a lot of studios nowadays. And it can bring up the whole debate of like, oh, like are people getting soft with the writing? Are they playing it safe? Are they trying not to talk about like serious kind of, or more serious like a mental health related topics, or kind of like trauma, different things around there? It's like a lot of studios aren't taking those risks. So it seems like Silent Hill, at least with Silent Hill F, man, they didn't shy away from that. So I think it's I don't know, it's cool to see people are willing to kind of go there in terms of like exploring those kind of deeper topics and making people think. So sounds exciting, to say the least. But
well, I'm excited for you to play a new game like that, because you messaged me about it and you're like, I don't think I'm gonna have any time to do anything else but play this game. Might have to take off work.
I don't know, man. Yeah, bank account too. Might have to wait a little bit. Might have to wait a little bit till I purchase. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's $70 price tag. So not that there's anything wrong with $70 price tag. It's just right now I have dental bills and stuff I'm gonna have to cover next month. So I'm not looking forward to that. So yeah, it's not looking great. That was all I had to report gaming wise, Mike. Did you play anything, Mr. Working all the time, man?
Well, I did play games. I was sick, unfortunately, but
that's right.
I'm not anymore. I'm a little congested, which sucks. But I might have to mute the mic every now and then. But I won't be sneezing like I was last time. Last time I was still ruggling. No, in terms of games, I played Rocket League. I got back on that a couple of times. It was nice. Played Mecha Break briefly. That was kind of enjoyable. I got a chance to play Fall Guys with one of my buddies. We were doing like duo squad kind of Fall Guys, which was a lot of fun. And I don't think I got on Halo or any shooters. It was mostly just I have an opportunity to finally catch up on work, so I did. And I told you before, like we got started recording, that I, for the first time in a long time, I didn't have to take my laptop home to work, which was just such a nice feeling. Which means we're getting close, and like some of the deadlines that I had, I was like, oh crap, I have to get like 9 projects done before the 30th, and I was like super overwhelmed. Like a good handful of them have been pushed out. Some of the guys that were on PTO came back, so now we're like at full. Our roster is full active. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, finally, this is good. But outside of that, man, I just been kind of taking it easy, chilling. I've been watching a whole bunch of like evergreen content on YouTube of this guy playing the Island or the Isle, Beast of Bermuda, and there's another one, basically dinosaur simulators. So my whole time has been mostly taken up of consuming video game content and less about actually playing right now. I do still play, and I'm definitely gonna be. I'll be playing tonight for sure, and I'm gonna plan on playing later on. Um, some of the boys are gonna host another Halo 2 LAN, I got invited to it, but unfortunately, it's kind of short notice for me. And where I'm at, I rather stay in the house for the rest of the year, chill out, not do much because I've had like a really busy 2, 3 years, and I just don't want to go travel to go to a LAN.
Feel it.
Especially when I'm going to be going to that town in like February anyway. So it's like let's just relax, man. Like let's just have. I seriously wanted 1 month of doing nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't going out of town. There was no weddings. There was no work trip. There was no like none of that. I just want to be inside like a hermit, and doing nothing. I want people to be texting me and checking in on me. You know what I mean? Just
True.
zone out.
True. Total zone out.
And most importantly, September's the month of where football's fun, and it's on the onset of like NHL coming. So it's
It's true,
like
man.
we're almost getting into sports fully before the winter, and I'm like, let me just chill out.
They call it Red
Like
October.
no
What's
bars,
it
no
called?
restaurants. Yeah, just hang out.
Yeah,
Sorry?
man. It's called like Red October or something. You have like baseball
Oh,
too,
yeah.
postseason starting. For
That's what I'm
people into
saying,
post
man.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but dude, I mean, yeah. Speaking of hockey, Canes preseason it started, so
Yeah.
it's one of those things. Are almost there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they hopefully they made a step forward. They gotta figure out a way to beat Florida. That's the only
Yeah.
thing. If they can beat
Seriously.
Florida, they're probably gonna make the finals. That team is just so good and so
It's
stacked.
gross. It's gross,
Yeah.
man. Yeah. You know, I don't know how many regular season Canes games I'll catch. Probably like if I'm at home or something and I get the notification they're playing, I might throw on a stream, but we'll see. I'd definitely be watching postseason though.
Oh,
But yeah, dude, it's the Panthers, man. Florida Panthers. It's never been
tired
good.
of them.
Tired
Tired
of
of
them.
'em.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.
I'm sick of them. Get them out of here.
Yeah.
But Carolina Panthers are doing okay, just okay. We need better than last year. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I mean that's where I'm at too. I'm hoping better last year. I think to your point earlier, this is very much like set. That's my favorite part is like September. It's like it's when it's fun, right? Like you just there's still some unknown, still a lot of season left. So like even if team doesn't do well, like they could do better, and it's just like there's a lot of unknowns still. So especially once we get to October, we'll start to know more. But I mean, at this rate,
Exactly.
man, like for the Panthers, I'm just like, all right, we know what's possible. This is the standard now, so it's like
Yep.
you know what you can do, so you just gotta repeat it as many times as you can. So good luck. But
Have you been seeing anything for what's it called? I just lost my train of thought. Never mind. Scratch it. I've been thinking a lot about Dragon Ball games and getting back on Dragon Ball Sparking Zero recently. I've been thinking about reaching out to my buddy. We're facing each other in fantasy football, and both of us have profile pictures from the Dragon Ball Z universe, Dragon Ball Super universe.
Yeah.
And he also has Sparking Zero, and these are games that we like grew up playing together. And I've been meaning to DM him, just be like, "Yo, man, like, let's go settle this. Let's go settle this on Namek, dude. Just have fun." Yeah. Yeah,
good.
it's gonna be going into this final year is gonna be pretty nice. There was a new game that got released, early access that we never mentioned. It's like 10 days ago or whatever that it came out. Is Skate? Have you seen any of these videos on Skate?
Skate, dude.
My like,
Man, I've seen a lot of meme videos about people doing
yeah,
the
so am I.
craziest stuff. Like I've seen all these glitches seemingly, and
Yup,
wild, man. Wild beta.
it's beautiful. I'm loving it.
I saw someone do a Christ air through a cathedral like window. It's so funny.
Yeah,
He's like doing. They're
so good.
With the board, he's just flying through the window, and the caption was something like, "This is why I love Skate." It's just like,
Oh yeah, just over the top ridiculousness. They had one that went viral on multiple social media websites, and it was like Skate, but it's only moves that I can do, and it's just him doing an ollie,
I think I saw that.
a shove it, and then he like picks up the board and walks down the stairs. It's like just really stupid stuff.
I don't know why, dude.
It's so funny, man.
Dude, the pop shove it. It's just the funniest trick name. Like when you like, I'll just say like if I see someone skateboard, I'll just be like, "Yo, do a pop shove it." Because I don't know why that trick just sounds.
It's so
hilarious.
easy.
I know it's not a hard trick. It's like that's so funny. Oh
it's so
man.
All right, let's get into it. What happened this week? Hit me with it.
We got 3 articles, Mike. The third one culminating into PlayStation State of Play.
right.
But that is for later. Right now, we are talking about a PC Gamer article from Joshua Woolens. It says the title, long title, your favorite long titles.
Love the long titles. No, it needs more.
This needs more, dude. Steam's new store look is out and is earning a mixed response. Saying, quote, "Thanks, Valve. I am a grandma using Steam on a giant old touchscreen Samsung tablet." That's the joke. And then the hero image on the article, for those listening on audio, is a grandmother looking frustrated and defeated at a tablet with a friend of hers trying to comfort her by the looks of it. So this, again, is from the perspective of Joshua. Very opinionated article, I think, for the most part, so I'll just read it from his perspective. Beginning to think I have far too strong feelings about changes to Steam Minute? I don't know. Minute. It's like a French menu plural.
Minutia?
Minutia.
Is that what that is? Let's see.
That actually sounds completely right, and I was butchering that. So
hold on, let me. The only way to find out, we can do
no, audio it.
The audio. Yeah, it's minutia.
It is minutia. Wow.
Yeah. If you're English, I guess.
That was a generational fumble with me. All right.
Direct.
Change to Steam's minutia. Why? Because when I heard that Valve had finally unleashed its updated storefront from beta, I fired up the site so quickly you'd have thought it was giving out candy. No one should care this much about website UI updates, but I do. This is my cross to bear. Steam's storefront update is out of beta, and the front page the front page is a whole lot slicker now, also wider. Valve has merged the two constituent parts of its old UI, that big list of categories down the left-hand side and the blue bar up top, into a single easy-to-navigate bar. As part of the merge, the category section now displays, well, actual categories. Before, when it was consigned? What is this? It was consigned. The confines of, I don't know.
The confines of the sign.
The consign to the sidebar. You know what? What did you tell me? Tell me, Google. Consigned. Okay, all right. I've never heard of that word. I'll be 100% real with you. You know, the Steam categories you could select consisted of things like top sellers and new releases. Now, hovering over the new categories display section shows much more useful game genres, letting you easily browse by things like racing, stealth, and what have you. Also, the categories that appear are personalized for you, which is either very convenient or yet another intrusion by the dead hand of surveillance capitalism. You can do whichever you prefer. You can take any angle you want. You can take the angle of they're trying to rip you of every single dollar you have by presenting you with things you know you want to buy. Or they're just trying to look out for you. Like, hey, look, Mike, this is a great game. Just going to serve it up to you. It's up to you if you want to buy it or not. You're an adult.
Okay. I like that.
But we'll give you a little discount if you incentivize you.
You said discount?
I like the look of it, though I suspect the most stalwart PC gamers among you might recoil a little at how clearly mobile-friendly the new layout is. Indeed, some of the community response on Reddit has been a little mixed. Thanks, Valve. I'm a grandma using Steve on a giant old touchscreen Samsung tablet, said Dog Dylan. Let's go, Dog Dylan. Why, who may in fact be a grandma on a giant tablet, but is more likely a snarky Steam user. And my favorite, yet another site update that gets worse on PC in favor of mobile. Bigger icons, less information, more clicks to navigate menus, ... Concurs. Wait for it. The username might secretly be Mad Mike. Hooligan Mike said that on Reddit.
Yeah. Just a coincidence, guys.
Hooligan Mike. Still, at least some people do like it. Good lord. It's actually so much better, said Zerdronic. And the categories tab is actually comprehensible to look at. Me, well, Joshua writing the article, he likes it. Or at least disliked how it looked before enough that it feels like an improvement. Hey, take the wins where you can. at least Valve hasn't installed a helpful AI chatbot prompt up there, which AI race, who knows? Could be a addition in the future. I would not be surprised. Side note, what do you think Valve would call their AI chatbot? I don't know. I should workshop some names.
Steam. See, I'm trying to brainstorm.
Think about the Valve universe. Think about the games. What's the robot in Portal? I forget his name. Something like that.
No. I
Gary's
think
mod. Half-Life. It's character in Half-Life. I don't know.
Probably Super, maybe? No.
Yeah.
Hydro? It'd be Hydro.
Hydrobot?
I think Hydro.
I like that. There's a ring to it.
I'm just thinking about because, like, from a mechanical perspective, Steam, you need a valve to unleash Steam in the exchanger. So, like, hydrodynamics, you need a...
Hydrophonic?
Yeah. Hydrophonic? Is that a band? DJ?
Probably.
I think so. I'm not really terrible in love with like the idea of this being touchscreen
Friendly.
but the problem is like everything's going that way. Even if you think about like Windows, when you first install Windows 11, it's very touchscreen friendly. Windows 7, I think, or maybe it was XP, I don't remember. Windows 7, I think it was more towards people that had touchscreen like monitors or laptops. So
Right.
it's always going to have that option. I would like the option to kind of toggle it. You know what I mean?
That's
you know how
true,
like
yeah.
on your browser when you're searching on your phone, you switch to desktop mode?
Yeah.
I want that ability with all my operating systems.
That's a good point. Yeah. Kind of makes me wonder why they wouldn't have that, but I think I mean, this is the thing. I look at this, when I'm looking at this, I immediately think when I look at this, my interpretation is like Steam Deck is prioritizing Steam is prioritizing their Steam Deck users. Because if you're navigating this on a Steam Deck, it make a lot more sense with the tiles and kind of what you can click and navigate with joysticks as opposed to a mouse. So like that's what I see when I look at this. I'm like, okay, like this looks to me like what I would see on a Steam Deck. Look, I'm navigating on that platform. So I don't know if that was the idea behind this, kind of what they were pushing towards. But it definitely like kind of looks like that to me. I don't think it looks particularly bad. I do agree with your point though. I think this kind of UI takes up so much space on desktop view. When I'm on a desktop, like I would rather want something that makes more sense to a mouse and keyboard. Because like to me, this just doesn't make sense for a mouse and keyboard. But
No, it doesn't. I think that's what I'm trying to say is like you should have the ability to go any which way you want. I mean, it's only a matter of time until they start integrating your eyes. Then you can select things with your eyes, have that all set up, or just like speaking. I mean, you can basically do all of that right now, but there is a lot of like convenience and repetition and habits that people have developed, especially like our generation growing up with computers. I've always known a mouse and keyboard, whereas the younger generation coming up, I hear they can't really even type that well. Like on the keyboard because they're so used to touchpad. So they're used to doing like boomer style single fingers or thumbs, yeah. And that's going to be an issue that they're going to have to deal with. But at the same time, Windows has kind of recognized that. And now you can synchronize your phone. I don't know if you can do it with Apple, but you can with Droids. You can synchronize your phone with your Windows, and then you can type and control your phone from your Windows now.
It's crazy.
So it's like there are options out there, and I like options more than I like being kind of locked in,
constrained,
a single.
Confined.
Yeah, that's how I am at least.
No, I feel that. I mean, I agree. I think as a user, you should always try and give as many options as you can. So
yeah,
I think it makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Given which platform you're on, you should be able to toggle it. Because I mean, this just screams like, oh, if I'm using a Steam Deck, this UI would make sense. It doesn't make sense when I'm on my mouse and keyboard. I don't think it's the worst thing I've ever seen. I will say that in terms of UI adjustments.
No,
I don't think Valve screwed it up. So at least give them that.
I think if you like updated the UI and it completely butchered everything and it's like unusable now, yeah, that's a different level of annoyance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool, man.
It's true. You know what Microsoft might be screwing up? Maybe, perhaps.
Yeah, I wanna get into this one because I wanna know what their reasoning is. I saw them raising prices of the consoles. And remind everybody before we really even get into this, it's not a long article, so let me let me yap real quick. They said, Mr. Phil Spencer said, what, like 3, 4 years ago, he said that he would never raise the prices on the Xbox consoles because they're already selling them at a loss, and they're not in the business of selling consoles anymore. That was like one of the main things he was saying. And what they were in the business of is getting people on the consoles so they the Xbox Game Pass, sell the Xbox Live services, and then the real hardware that they'd actually make money on is the controllers and the peripherals and accessories. It wasn't the console itself. So to see them raising the prices, what I would kind of consider drastic, is a shame. It's definitely gonna be interesting to talk about here. This article is from The Verge and it's by the GOAT, Mr. Tom Warren. So the title of the article is Microsoft is raising prices on Xbox consoles and once again. Xbox console prices are going up in October, making an Xbox Series X $649.99 in the US. Bro, holy smokes. Yikes. All right, so that's going to start October 3rd. It's up from its existing $599 price, aka just 600 bucks. So it's going up 50 bucks. And the Xbox Series S will move to $400, which is up from $380. So Microsoft is blaming the price hikes on changes in the macroeconomic environment, in quotes, which is a lot of words to say tariffs. Xbox console pricing outside the US will remain the same. Thankfully, pricing for controllers and headsets will remain the same in the US. If you remember correctly, Nintendo Switch 2, when that came out, they basically halted the release and then preemptively raised the prices of the consoles by like how much? I think it was like 60% or something crazy.
Yeah, it was some amount. I don't remember.
People were upset. Yeah, I'm upset
Yeah,
now, but
at least.
thank goodness I got an Xbox Series X ages ago.
Same.
Anyways, the price rises mean Xbox Series S consoles will increase by $20. Xbox Series X consoles will be up by $50, and the 2 terabyte Galaxy Black Special Edition Xbox Series X is increasing by $70, all the way up to 800 bucks. Oh, buddy. So there's a quick little chart for anybody that's watching the stream right now, and it basically just shows everything that I just said. Um, the first number it shows is the new price, and then the old one's, well, the one to the right is the old price. So Microsoft only just raised the prices of its Xbox products worldwide in May. This is what I was talking about. They raised the prices. May, dude. That was 5 months ago.
Wasn't that long ago.
Yikes. No, it wasn't. With price hikes to the Xbox Series S and X consoles, controllers, and headsets. So those previous prices increases already bumped the Xbox Series X up by $100 and the Xbox Series S by $80. Coupled with today's announcement, that means the Xbox Series X has increased its in the US by $150 and the Series S by $100 in just 6 months. It's only going to go up, by the way. It's only going to go up. Microsoft Xbox Series X 2 terabyte Galaxy Black Special Edition originally debuted nearly a year ago at $60, and it's now about to be $800, a $200 increase in just a year. Microsoft's latest price increases are the second this year, following initial price hikes in 2023. Microsoft also planned to hike the price of some of its first party Xbox games to $80 this holiday, and then walked back those changes in July. Bro, let me talk about tariffs real quick. I work in essentially the HVAC industry, and a couple of the guys that I'm pretty close with are sales reps. They represent Carrier, Train, Aon, KCC. Did I say Carrier, Train? And there's a whole bunch of different JCI, York, basically HVAC equipment. Carrier raises their prices by like 20% within 2 or 3 months. So basically, at the start of the talks on tariffs, before the guy even took the freaking office, right? They raised it by like 20% by the end of February. Train raised their prices by like 30% by May. And they continually are getting price adjustments because nobody really knows what they can afford. And I'm in meetings with developers and they have entire category discussions that we have to have on tariffs where their contractors are basically talking about all the different prices. So a lot of people don't think tariffs get passed on to the consumer, but it's quite freaking obvious it does. I see it directly from the sales reps who are basically the ones essentially selling from the factories, uh, like wholesale prices, you know? And if they're pushing it on to the consumers, that tells you everything you need to know about everybody else. Yeah. How do you feel about this, man? You gonna spend 200 extra dollars on a console that cost $200 less last year?
Right, that's actually
Yeah.
insane for that Galaxy console. It's just wild, man. It's like it I think it speaks to the times we live in because I can't remember anything like this ever happening in the games industry. Um, for price hikes this significant this quickly. Like not even price
I
hikes, let alone like price hikes that are, year over year like this. It's just crazy,
I
man.
can. It literally happened during the pandemic when everything shut down because of the world trade stopped. So nobody was really shipping anything from China
Yeah.
or Taiwan or wherever the raw materials come from, like Africa or whatever, or Indonesia and South America. So everything that was already built became more valuable. So like cars
Yeah.
became very, very valuable because they couldn't make them. And they were really struggling with the circuit boards
The used
and the
car market
chips with
went
the silicon.
crazy. I remember
Exactly. So this has happened pretty recently. This has also happened before, like the 80s, but not to this level. Like this is really quick.
Like especially
That's
and I'm more so speaking to the gaming industry, like an isolated case,
yeah,
right? Like, it's crazy to see something like this. Because typically, especially when like new generations come out, or like when generations get the older the generation was, the less that hardware became, right? Because you think about the 360 and how many different versions of the 360 came out within that
oh yeah,
generation,
you're absolutely right. Yeah,
and like it kind of went down in price, right? And you got better performance. It's just not the case now. You're getting the same hardware, just like double price, like, and not double the price, but
yeah.
like
I
you're getting the
mean
same, hardware, just like 20-30% extra. It's insane to me.
that that's a good point. So let's kind of break that down then. So the Switch had two versions, right?
Yeah,
It basically had one with OLED, one without.
yeah,
Now we're on the Switch 2. Um, the Xbox has two versions, as the Xbox Series S and X, but it launched that way.
yeah,
And the only upgrades you're actually getting is storage. PlayStation's released like three different versions. It's basically pay more to get more features kind of thing, but
yeah.
you're
It's
getting
like,
the same machine.
I mean, yeah, it's like the PS5, and then they had their mid cycle kind of launch for the
Yeah.
PS5 Pro, and the Pro is like, I mean, yeah, it's better, but especially what they were asking for, it was like what, like 700 or something like that for the PS
Yeah.
Pro. It's like and the performance and the increase you get from the PS5 Pro, at least at launch, didn't seem like it was worthy of the price jump. Um, and maybe that's changed, and obviously with like upcoming releases and stuff, that may be more worth it to get the better console. But it's pretty crazy. I mean, seeing the mid-cycle refreshes and stuff, we've seen that. We saw that in last generation as well. PS4, PS4 Pro, all that. Um, yeah, it's like, I mean, but like going back to like the PS3 era and Xbox 360, it was a clear kind of thing of you had the original console, you had a slim version of the console, and then like even later on
Yeah,
in the
you're right.
360's life cycle, you had the Xbox 360e, which was like it was after the Xbox One came out, and they did the Xbox 360e, and it was modeled after the VCR Xbox One, so it's like it was kind of just maintaining the same design, really. But I'm pretty sure it was cheaper. I can't remember, but
Yeah, the older one started becoming cheaper. I think the Xbox was a little bit different. It had same thing with the PlayStation 4. They were slightly different because that was an era when people were really just starting to dial in. We're really starting to dial in how to properly navigate the manufacturing process of the new hardware. And it was at a time where growth in technology was so drastic. where we were on the like we had a BlackBerry 1 year, and then 2 years later we had the iPhone. It's like just skyrocketed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's a little bit more nuanced. I didn't really think about it now until you said that. There hasn't been more iterations of the Xbox Series X. It's mostly cosmetics and storage.
Yeah,
And it's the same thing with the PlayStation.
Yeah, like I think the Xbox, we haven't gotten a mid-cycle refresh. Not really. PlayStation got it with the PS5 Pro, but I don't think we've gotten it with Xbox. Like it's just something.
I think that goes into what I was saying earlier about how the whole scenario with Phil Spencer and Xbox, they don't care. Discord is over here spiking, by the way. I don't know if my voice is cutting out.
Yeah. Discord.
Well, yeah. Acting up.
Make it work.
Discord, we're not talking trash about you, just Xbox. I think the fact that Phil Spencer and Xbox has essentially said we have no intentions on raising the prices because we never made money off of the consoles to begin with. And they said that 2-3 years ago. Yeah. And now they're raising prices. That should kind of tell you how bad the situation is becoming.
Yeah, not only is it bad, I mean, you could also take kind of like the more cynical approach of like, it's not Phil Spencer that's making those decisions. It's probably, look at the Microsoft CEO. I'm sure he's probably the one pushing for that, especially on that. But I mean, then again, it's probably twofold, right? Like, I don't think it's all because of the CEO. The CEOs, they're probably all collectively meeting and saying, "Oh yeah, like this is horrible and these tariffs are bad, so we're gonna have to do this if we want to like not lose, hundreds of millions of dollars or whatever it would be, right?" So
exactly, yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's pretty bad, but like it also goes back to the point of like, why would you do a mid-cycle refresh when you have the Xbox handheld coming out later this year? You're kind of dipping into the handheld market, but also you're having to adjust the prices on the base consoles to this extent. It's like it gets harder to justify making a mid-cycle refresh in a more expensive console than this. So it doesn't help their case at all. So it's just it's a lot of just kind of a lose-lose situation for Xbox. There's really like not much they can do except just kind of eat it. It's like, all right, we have to do this, and we're probably not gonna sell as many consoles, but here we are. I didn't read a lot of these takes. I saw some people on Twitter saying it wasn't a tariff thing, which I don't know. I find hard to believe. It's like I feel like it's correlated.
Dude.
But
it's absolutely a tariff thing. They started it off by saying they raised the rates in the United States, but nowhere else. They said the same exact thing with the Switch.
Here we are.
It's just, I don't know. I see it more directly than most average people. Yeah. And we're doing meetings, building $60 million properties, and they're over here worried about the tariffs. Like that. Come on, man. Let's talk about that. Like, are you trying to tell me what these meetings I'm stuck in for hours are like?
Is this fun?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm trying not to be a Debbie Downer with it, but it's just one of those situations where it seems obvious to me, and I don't understand why people would argue it.
I mean, it's hard not to be down on this, right? It's like you're seeing the thing that I love, man. It's getting affected, It starts to affect other industries. It's like, oh yeah, it's like you think it's bad here. Mike knows how bad it is. It's like, yeah.
It's killing me, man.
$800, man.
Killing me.
$800 for the Xbox.
That's a lot of money, dude. Xbox Series X digital is $600.
Oh, digital edition, the sad.
Just digital $600 raised $50, and that's just the US. That's the sad, like, man.
Yeah, I thought it was the funniest thing ever when Xbox was like, I think it was like the Xbox. It may have been the Series S, but it was like the Xbox S all digital, and it was literally like Xbox SAD. It's the acronym, and then they after a while they just stopped selling it.
so awesome.
The Xbox SAD. Yeah, that's hilarious.
All right, bro. How about you close us out the next 20 and a half minutes and talk to us about the state of play? What happened? What was everything announced? How's it going?
Oh, buddy.
Is PlayStation raising their prices? That's what I want to know.
They announced that PlayStation 5 Pro is $1,000.
No. Just kidding.
We're going to go bottom up. I pulled this article from IGN. It's called The State of Play, September 2025. Everything announced. It happened at the time of recording this on Wednesday, the 24th, when this happened. I honestly, the State of Play going into it, I wasn't expecting a whole lot because like State of Plays, typically it's like they may have a banger announcement, but oftentimes it's kind of like the smaller, lower level IPs that are just kind of like getting their games out there, announcing stuff for the spring, fall. So I wasn't expecting too much from it. But there's some good ones in here. Good ones. So I'm gonna go bottom up in the article. Top one of the article is the last thing they revealed. So we'll get there. I thought this was interesting though, Mike, because they talk about this. Talked about this kind of halfway through the presentation. But PlayStation announced wireless speakers. Sony specifically, they announced some wireless speakers called the Pulse Elevate. And they are designed for use with PS5 or a desktop PC gaming setup. Don't let that deter you, though, as they also can work with PlayStation Portal or even your smartphone if you choose. They come as a pair in both midnight black and white, feature a built-in microphone with AI-enhanced noise rejection, as they called it. So you can even use these as voice chat. So you can, can have people talking to you through the speakers instead of headphones. So there's no price yet, but they're supposed to be out in 2026. They had a nice trailer for them that kind of shows them. You can see the technology. There's some planar magnetic drivers. It's crazy.
It looks clean.
Crazy engineering going on here. Feel every impact. Built-in woofers, as they say.
Woofers.
Yeah, woofers. 3D audio supported. I mean, they do look pretty clean. Like as a desk piece, it's like two like kind of concave cylinders kind of sitting on your desk.
Mm-hmm.
But it's cool. I mean, the idea is like they're wireless, right? So you can put them anywhere. You can like have them on your bed. Like if you have them on two opposite sides of your bed, you hook up your PlayStation Portal, and all of a sudden you're just in a world, right? Playing on your bed.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah,
they kind of remind me of the Spectrum like router that you can get.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, they also have obviously like charging docks. So like you literally just set the speaker on like a charging pad and it just charges. So like if you're at your PC, you can just plug them into the docks and use them indefinitely. And then when you want to take them around your house or whatever, you can pop them off anytime, just set them down. You're good to go. But yeah, I mean, I get some AI enhanced kind of noise rejection stuff. So, you can theoretically use it for chat and whatnot, not have to worry about reverb or anything like that. So I don't know. I'll be curious to see the demo of these. I think it was cool to see some hardware that's State of Play. So it's pretty cool. Other hardware we saw. Celebrate God of War's 20th anniversary. PlayStation released a limited edition DualSense controller celebrating Kratos' legacy. So it's kind of cool. It's got the red streak on the right side.
So
it's all white with a red streak. Oh man,
I love that.
They showed a reveal of it too. In the reveal too, it kind of like it's like in stone. It's being like battered out. You kind of as a stone breaks, you see the red streak, and then before you know it, you see the whole controller. Like it was so funny when I saw the red streak. I immediately was like, "Oh my god, God of War!" And then sure enough, like 10 seconds later, you're like, "Oh, God of War controller."
It's such a legendary symbol.
Yeah, it's pretty cool though, man. It's got the red accents on the buttons, so like the square, triangle, circle, X are red. The D-pad arrows are red. Cool to see that, and then everything else is white. So it's pretty dope. The controller was available for $85. Pre-orders begin October 3rd at 10 a.m. local time. So it's pretty cool. See that? That's like the only hardware they showed. There's all sorts of games. 7 Deadly Sins. Got its own little game launching in January. So brief descriptions of 7 Deadly Sins Origin will let fans into the iconic Japanese manga and anime series adventure through a free-to-play open-world RPG. It can be enjoyed solo or with other players. That's kind of cool. A little RPG. In the 7 Deadly Sins universe. That's an anime I do want to see. I heard it's really good. So whenever I do get around to like wanting to watch anime again, it's on the list. It's on the list, Mike.
I need to get into anime.
It's a great story.
I've been stuck watching nothing but Dragon Ball.
It's great stories. Great stories. Last Epoch. Ouroboros is an exciting new expansion that will launch alongside the base game on PS5 for the first time. I mean, platformer combat, isometric. One more cast for, cool effects.
Yeah, my buddy's been playing a little bit more of these like top down, what are they called, isometric views.
Yeah, isometric.
And man, like I'm starting to get into them now because I've always the longest time, this is boomer brain, right? Everybody used to have the isometrics. It's like similar to a board game. So when video games first came out, they were 3D, like in the N64, and you had first person, third person. That became the thing, and it's probably one of the main reasons why it's worse. Played a couple of these top-down ones most recently, and they are phenomenal. Like a lot of them are really good, and I feel like I've been prejudiced again. Wait, no, what am I trying to say? I've been against.
I think that's the right word.
Their style, yeah. And I'm like, I feel like an idiot because it's like there's so many good games out there. I've just been ruling out.
I feel that. I feel that. I'll be honest. Yeah, I mean, I was kind of the same way in isometric stuff. I played Baldur's Gate 3. That's like an isometric kind of RPG. I feel like it's like I don't know. There's something about that, like, but like when you're in dialogue, it like goes to that kind of third person, standard RPG kind of dialogue. I don't know. It's I think in terms of RPGs, it's obviously a classic. Like a lot of CRPGs, the older ones. Like you're thinking of like your Fallouts, your original Baldur's Gates, and your Diablos and all that, right? Like that was all that isometric style. So it's iconic because it's, a lot of games. I think to your point, like kind of the board game style, right? You're kind of thinking of that sort of perspective. So yeah, there's certainly a large fan base, I'd say, for that kind of stuff.
It is, man.
Dynasty Warriors 3 Complete Edition Remastered brings PS2 Classic to PS5. There's a couple of these where like we're getting remasters, and we'll get to. I think there's one other one that they announced. It's cool to see kind of. Dynasty Warriors 3 was released on PS2 in 2001, and on March 19, 2026, that will live again on PS5 in Dynasty Warriors 3 Complete Edition Remastered. This time around, it will have improved graphics, content from the Extreme Legends expansion, regened gameplay mechanics, and UI, and more. So it looks like, total remaster with this one. So hey, Dynasty Warrior fans, get a little blast from the past. So that's exciting. Looks really good.
I think it's supposed to be what too.
Yeah, it's really good. Looking good. This was Let It Die Inferno. It's so funny, like they probably, I don't think they showed in this, but like you saw like the people, like they bring the developers out to talk about the game beforehand. And, like one of the developers was wearing like the skull mask with the sunglasses, and it was just like it's just so funny. But yeah, it was kind of, he's like playing this character. Take a trip in the deepest, darkest depths of hell and Let It Die Inferno, a survival action roguelite that stars an immortal explorer called a Raider who needs to uncover the ultra energy within the Hellgate. There will be a PvEBP, or PvPvE, as some people say, mode within the Hellgate, and you can also put your survival skills to the ultimate test in competitive matches against other players. What you know about PvPvE, Mike? What you know about these games?
I mean, not much actually, but I will say the opening trailer to the guy's sunglasses where they look like Hypnotoad.
Yeah,
phenomenal idea for glasses, shades. Very, very cool.
Yeah, gameplay was crazy, monster crazy. But yeah, exciting stuff. On its way to PS5 before the end of this year. Exciting stuff.
I like it.
Halloween, the video game, got some gameplay reveal.
You ever watch the Halloween movies? I don't think you have you?
I think I saw the original one like years ago. But I never saw.
As long as you've seen one of them, because I know you're over here lacking on your movie game, which always gets me sad.
Yeah, there was a time, especially with horror movies, I was like, I gotta watch some of the classics. So I watched like Halloween. And, I don't know, I think I want to say I saw Friday the 13th. But a lot of those older ones. But yeah, Halloween stealth horror game based on the 1978 movie of the same name was given the gameplay trailer and release date of September 8th, 2026. Oh, that's a year from now. Quite a ways away. But yeah, it's a Halloween game. It's cool to see. It looks insane. Can't lie. It's pretty crazy.
It looks pretty sick.
Yeah, we'll see. Oh, here we go. I was mentioning remasters. Here's the other remaster that was revealed. Deus Ex remastered. It's out early next year.
February 5th.
Yeah, it's quite the interesting remaster too. An update to one of the most beloved games of all time will be released on PS5 on February 5th, 2026. Deus Ex Remastered. So yeah, definitely a graphical overhaul. Kind of similar style. That didn't really. It looks like the actual gameplay itself doesn't seem to be altered too much. It's kind of just like fresh coat of paint, maybe up the engine. That'll be about it. But cool to see that getting remastered.
Do you think the new generation of hardware makes it easier for them to do these remakes? Because everybody, like Nintendo's doing remakes, Sony's doing all these remakes. Xbox is kind of just doing their like arcade style remakes. But I don't know. It just seems like there's so many remakes coming out.
I mean, yeah, I think the more powerful hardware you have to work with, obviously makes it kind of the options and opportunities are endless, right? So, yeah, I think it's definitely new hardware probably influences that. But also, it's like, you could also make the take of like with all these remasters and remakes and all that we've seen, companies are less willing to take risks. So they're like, all right, let's just remake what we know works, and that's part of it probably. But I don't know. There's certainly a lot of remakes, remasters. It's not going to stop anytime soon. Especially when we look at like something like Silent Hill IP, right? Silent Hill 2 remaster did so well, rightfully so. They're remaking the first one, so it's kind of like, probably see a lot of those get remade. Which I'm not complaining, man. It's one of my favorite series, so I'll take it. Especially the first game. I played the original first game, so it's gonna be interesting to like play the remake. So forward to that. Anyways, I digress.
I love Mega Man so much too.
Sonic Racing Crossroads. Mega Man official announcement trailer. Mega Man. I mean, come on, Mike. Sonic Crossroads, man. Got some iconic characters coming to this thing. It's looking pretty good.
When are we ever going to, like, I think I asked this last time, I'm patiently waiting for a new Mega Man game. But it is cool to see that Sonic Racing is still getting more content.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. That's a good question. Here's racing fans. Something for you, Mike. I know you're not. I don't know. I can't remember if you're a huge Gran Turismo guy, but
I am, but I don't have it. So I'm like a huge fan of it, but I'm not an active fan of it because I don't watch any. Like I don't play it.
Well, this is what's crazy. Gran Turismo, they're celebrating 100 million units sold. Gran Turismo 7. Gran Turismo 7 is getting a new update, the official Spec 3 update. Alongside celebrating their series racing past 100 million units, Gran Turismo 7 players will be able to look forward to a Spec 3 update this December. It's the biggest update for the game yet, and includes 2 new F1 race circuits, 8 new vehicles, circuit experience, data logger feature, and more. It's kind of cool to see that. Yeah, they came on and he was announcing, it's like we sold so many units and we're getting crazy stuff. We're getting new tracks. The game looks like real life, so have fun. So yeah, that's great.
We can get that. Hold on. With Gran Turismo, we can get the McLaren racing rig that we covered last episode. Be
all
tuning
orange,
in, man.
All orange.
I'm so sick.
Like where your head's going. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, Mike. It's coming to PS5. It's about time. It's making its way to PS5. December 8th, 2025 is when they announced it. It's also going to have PlayStation VR 2 support in the works. It seemingly will not be available at launch, so you can get your full flight simulator experience. Yeah, I thought this next one was interesting too. PlayStation Plus game catalog October 2025 lineup was announced, headlined by Alan Wake 2 coming to Game Pass. Sony revealed PlayStation Plus game catalog October lineup, and so they started talking about Last of Us, and I was like, oh dear God, are we gonna have like Last of Us Part 2 remastered with HD 3000? Like, what are we gonna have? But no, they were just
3000. They
were just saying, Last of Us Part 2 and its remastered version will be joining the catalog this month as well. So it's actually kind of cool. So hey, if you're part of that catalog, you haven't played those games. If you somehow haven't played those games, you're a part of the catalog. Now's your opportunity for free, seemingly, if you're subscribed. So there's that. Code Vein 2 is going to help kick off 2026, roughly 7 years later after the launch of Code Vein. Its sequel, Code Vein 2, will be released January 30th, 2026. So, Code Vein people, rise up. It is your time. The sequel is coming. So, exciting stuff for that fan base, I'm sure. Looks pretty good.
Looks very interesting. I've heard of Code Vein, but I never actually like watched it or played it.
Yeah, I'm not either.
You know, it's one of those ones that just circles around, but because I don't have a PlayStation, I'm out of the loop, man.
Out of loop. Telling you. Chronoscript The Endless End tells the tale of an editor trapped in a manuscript of endless story. It's quite the art style, I must say. Seeing this little side scroller, you're caught in the pages of what you're writing. Actually looks, I love the art style. Actually looks very interesting. These side scrollers, man, you can get really creative with them. That's seemingly people are.
That's what I'm saying, dude. The come up is real.
Ori. Shout out Ori.
I always give a shout out to Ori every single time.
Shout out Ori. Crimson Desert. Will tells Cliff's journey to reunite with the Greymans next March. So Crimson Desert people, man. Guess what? The open world action adventure game Crimson Desert will be released on March 19th, 2026. The team celebrated that announcement with a story trailer. Crimson Desert stars Cliff. He will control we will control him as he works to reunite the Greymans and really the forces of the continent of Pywell against a terrible evil. So Crimson Desert looks pretty badass, not gonna lie.
I love these cutscenes and stuff and like the graphics, but I only want to see gameplay, you know? That looks more like gameplay than the first bit of the
True. Fighting hairy ogre.
Gotta be careful. I mean, that gameplay right there, dude.
Sick, dude. It's like Tears of the Kingdom.
Give me a new graphics card, please. It is Tears of the Kingdom medieval style.
Looks like that. Yeah, it's pretty dope. Final Fantasy Tactics gives a gameplay overview for the Ivalice Chronicles. I'm ahead of launch next week. Comes out September 30th. So it's cool to see some gameplay for that. Good for them. Zero Parades for Dead Spies is a new spy fantasy from Disco Elysium's ZAUM. Yes, I'm older than 17, IGN. Watch the video. Dead Spies revealed during today's State of Play. It looks to be a narrative first espionage RPG steeped in paranoia, surrealism, and the struggle for redemption. Players will take on the role of Herschel, a brilliant yet unfortunate operant in a world where trust is scarce, betrayal is just around every corner, and failure is inevitable. This will be another CRPG like Disco Elysium, but it will come with some new features like dramatic encounters, failing forward, and exertion and conditioning. So, looking at the gameplay, it looks just like Disco Elysium, and that is a very beloved RPG. So, I think a lot of people will be hopping on this one.
17 and up too.
Gotta be
that okay when you click the trailer.
Gotta be dope. I knew. Cool stuff. Neo 3 finally got a release date. Finally. For Neo 3. Released on PS5 February 6th, 2026. A little more, you can check out
a lot of games coming out in February.
I was gonna say it's a big month. Got Resident Evil 9 as well. Big month for games. Hopefully none of these get delayed. So that's all we can hope. It's good to see Neo 3 getting a date. And then Mike, we're out here. First look at Battlefield 6 campaign. That is correct. We saw a gameplay. We saw some campaign. Little snippet.
Campaign.
Yeah, it actually, dare I say, looks intriguing. I think
it's interesting that they put it on
PS5.
What's it called? Yeah, PS5.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting, but I mean, it's cool, man. It's it looks intense. As I'm sure any Battlefield campaign does. So I don't know, man. It's one of those things I'm like, okay, I could play this. I get into it. Definitely. So I don't know, you should go watch it, Mike.
What it's all about.
You can watch it, Mike.
I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go watch it, and then I'm also gonna have to go read some interviews about it. Or I can go in blind. I mean, it's 10.5 minutes of just straight up gameplay and like story-driven content from the campaign.
Yeah.
It's just fun, man. It's really cool.
It's fun. I thought they kicked this State of Play off in a very interesting way. They just kind of jumped right into a game and did gameplay. There was no like introduction or anything, which I really liked. Housemarque's Saros kicked off the state of play. And we were treated to not only an extended first look at gameplay on the follow-up to Returnal, also a release date of March 20th, 2026. This isn't a sequel, but a new game starring Raul Carlos. That is a name. Raul, we'll just stick with Raul, who finds himself on a shape-shifting planet known as Carcosa. The sun also plays a big part. We hear a voice saying, every time the sun dies, time stretches and tears. Oh, and weapons appear to be powered by the eclipse happening as well. Ooh. We got to not only see the impressive tech and particles on display, but also a few abilities Devraj will get to utilize, including the Soltari Shield, definitive sword projectiles, and Second Chance, revive on first death. There will be plenty of holologs to find around Carcosa, and they will reveal more of the planet's past. Final shot of the demo was of a massive boss, but it cut away before we got to see Devraj fight them. Yeah, it was 5 minutes. I mean, it was a long extended one, but the world looks sick. It reminded me of Dune. It's kind of like that gray,
I was
not gray, but like that reddish tint, desert.
It looks like hell. Yeah,
it kind of does. Yeah, it was cool to see the UI. Like the mini map looks interesting. Oh, Mike. The mini map looks kind of interesting in the bottom right. Seeing how that works and all that. And yeah, the combat looks very much Returnal like. I will say that. So it's no surprise. That is kind of in that vein.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing once I saw it. I was like, this looks oddly familiar. And it just looks like a good old-fashioned fun shooter. You know what I mean?
Totally does.
I just want to be sprinting full speed and destroy everyone and everything in my path. Like, feel kind of like a slasher,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, dude, like seeing the shield and the revive and all that. Seeing the world. You get like, glimpses of the story cool too, and it's like, oh, I'm coming to save you, and like you get a lot of that. So it's cool to see that in this trailer. And at the end, you see some crazy boss with 6 arms, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna fight this thing, and there's like weird kind of like rocks it's manipulating. It's gonna like flame me, and then all of a sudden it just cuts. So it'd be interesting to see what kind of bosses you fight in this. But Saros, man, okay,
I like it. This could be a bop. I could see people really hyping this up. Looks fun.
Could be. You want to know what was one more thing in the state of play, Mike? One more thing.
Ain't no way.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ain't no way.
Insomniac.
You got the goat?
Finally hear Insomniac. People wonder what they've been cooking. This low-key did leak a while ago, so very unfortunate because it would have been crazy. It was like, oh, no. The big finale of today's state of play was Marvel's Wolverine. We not only got an extended look at very violent gameplay, and yeah, very violent, all caps is right, filled with blood and people being ripped apart, but we also got a fall 2026 release window. The confirmation that Liam McIntyre will be playing Logan. The gameplay footage showed Logan both in and out of a very classic-looking suit, riding a motorcycle, traveling to different locations, encountering Mystique Omega Red, and a Sentinel, and much more. To see some of those classic, X-Men kind of villains. While we may have to wait a bit for the game to be out in the wild, Insomniac did confirm we will see the game again in a big way in spring of 2026. That's what they teased out. This thing, Mike, watching the gameplay, yeah, they mentioned that they didn't want to shy away from the gritty, gross, like comic gore and violence that you got from the comics and whatnot, like just how visceral it was. Tell you, man, from what I've seen, they went all out. I like every second of it. Yeah, it looks great. I mean, you see like the claws going through chins and faces, and just it's complete blood and guts, man. It's just it looks.
I love it.
It looks every
super gory.
It's every bit I think of what people want for the Wolverine universe. Outside of like the movies, right? It's like you could go all out in a video game, and they certainly did. I think it's Mortal Kombat levels. You know what I'm saying? Mortal Kombat levels of blood. So.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those games that's just completely over the top, gory, blood, and I'm here for it because I've been saying for ages that we need more of that in certain games. And I love Wolverine, like the character. He's a complex character, a lot to him, and I'm interested to see how this plays out.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like Insomniac, they really know what they're doing with this, because I also mentioned too, they mentioned in the trailer kind of how complex Wolverine is as a character, and it's like he like also has like trouble with his memory, and like he just like there's a whole like thing like he could be like super nice and understanding and caring in 1 second, and the next second he's ripping someone's face off. So it's like there's a dichotomy I think they're going to play with in this game.
For sure,
which is exciting. So.
They got to show him being like a complete psychopath.
Yeah.
That's what he is. He's out of his damn mind, dude. He has claws. He's coming out ruthless.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, I was totally impressed with gameplay and kind of what they showed, or at least the trailer, I should say. And yeah, I'm excited to see more. And again, we're gonna hear more spring of 2026. So I'm gonna be looking forward to that for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I kind of want to know what the PlayStation fanboys are thinking about it. If they watched it, or if they're only seeing the trailers because the social media is like talking about it. It's very selective. If they watch the whole thing,
Yeah.
Might send it over to my buddy that is like super fan of PlayStation. So love to know what he thinks.
Yeah. No, yeah, I think it wasn't a bad presentation at all. I think for me, like getting Wolverine at the end was really cool. Seeing more of that Saros game was cool. Yeah, it was certainly a lot. I mean, the whole show itself is over 35 minutes of reveals and news. Yeah, I think it was like 35, 40 minutes. What we expect from a state of play, lengthwise.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't bad. I think Wolverine really helped, in my opinion. At least from my, what I like to see in these state of plays. Because like state of plays, typically, they're not showcases, right? Like it's typically smaller, kind of more indie stuff, or low key. But to get something like Wolverine in there, I think it was kind of cool to say, like, hey, by the way, you get more of this later on, but it's there.
100%. Yeah. It's going to make people excited because when was the last Wolverine movie, like game we had? I think it was the Wolverine, the game, when they
X-Men Wolverine
copied the movie. Something like that, right?
I
really enjoyed it. It was fun, but it wasn't loyal at all to the content,
Yeah. Not true to the comics. What are you doing, man?
Yeah, man. The source material, as they say.
It'll be cool to get a whole game, Wolverine, explore Logan, his character, So it'll be cool.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Here, let's do this. I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste the full PlayStation breakdown, state of play. That's only 40 minutes long. And I'm going to put that in the description for anybody that wants to check it out yourself of what we covered. So
true.
So yeah.
True. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. I liked it. Yeah, dude, go watch Battlefield stuff. See that cinematic trailer or the
best
campaign
believe,
stuff,
brother.
Check it out. It's kind of cool.
You know, I'm a big fan of Battlefield.
Yeah.
I honestly need to finish Call of Duty now that I think about it. I don't think I finished the campaign. I think I got distracted at Black Ops and just stopped playing.
It's crazy.
It's interesting because I'll play the campaign mouse and keyboard, and then I'll switch over a controller when I'm everything else.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, it's a side note, but I saw like an article. Apparently, they were interviewing with some like the COD, team members from making the game, particularly talking about Call of Duty 7. Talking about apparently they've already like turned down a lot of like very lucrative skin deals and partnerships just to save the backlash they got from all the skins and selling out they did in the previous one. So apparently they claimed they've backed out of a lot of those deals for the next COD just to maintain integrity.
Well, you know who owns Xbox now, or who owns Call of Duty now is Xbox.
Microsoft.
So it makes you kind of wonder: is Microsoft the one leading that charge? Question.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Microsoft's leading it, bro. You get to play as a Care Bear running around gunning people down, man. They wouldn't do whatever you want, bro. You'd be Sabrina Carpenter just tearing it up in Warzone, So just how it would be.
Right. But I feel like it was a decent little state of play. Yeah, I gotta watch the Battlefield one. How you feeling overall over the Steam new look and Microsoft raising prices? Because I think the Microsoft raising prices to me is probably the one that's going to get the most outrage for people. It's so annoying. Yeah. There's no other way to say it. It's just aggravating.
Sure is. Yeah, it sure is. I mean just I thought once was bad enough, and now we're like on the third price hike in 2 years. It's like
$200 increase on one of them in a calendar year.
Who's to say it's not going to get worse? Nobody. It's going to get worse.
Yeah, I think it will.
Buckle up. That's why you got. See, now it's like with these consoles, might as well become an early adopter. Why would I wait?
I think the early adoption was day one, bro. When there was no games.
Yeah, I don't know. There's nothing on the platform, but at least you could say you saved $200.
Facts. Oh, it's just a crazy world we live in, man. Let's just try to get through till the end and see what's going on by like Christmas. That'll be when we get to find out, because that's when I'm going to be purchasing stuff. I want to get myself a new TV, and I'm hoping they're going to be on sale.
Oh, man. I am getting very strategic about possibly purchasing. Just finally biting the bullet. Just being like, hey, save up a little bit until Black Friday. Be getting a new microphone for the pod. I'm not going to spoil anything, you know? Saving up.
Okay.
just to not only for the pod, but just for myself, you know, just have a nice, good condenser mic that's going to withstand the test of time.
I need to do the same thing, bro. Actually, I haven't been. I'm struggling. I'm falling behind, bro.
Feel it.
It's terrible. I need to get myself the same mic you have. Well, you might need a new mic because you've been smacking it so many times that it randomly just cuts out.
Nah, dude, I gotta be careful.
That's your problem, bro.
I mean, this mic's not bad. Definitely got the job done, but like, I have greater aspirations. I'm looking at things I've been wanting for. I'm looking at a particular mic I've been wanting for years, and I might be able to pull the trigger. So we'll see.
Has the price ever come down?
Yes, especially around Black Friday. So
okay.
So I'm waiting.
My man's got a game plan. Let's go.
I'm waiting.
Sick, dude. All right. I think that's all the articles we have. That's basically the only thing that was going on for this week. Shall we wrap it up? Let's take a fork in it. It's done, bro. All right, let's wrap it up then. So, without further ado, we have links in the description below and timestamp. Keep it kind of class. And yeah, so just to recap, we talked about Steam's new outlook, Microsoft Xbox increases, and state of play for Sony. If you guys like the state of play and you're a PlayStation fan, tell us why. We do have links in the description for everything, like I just said, timestamps, social media, whatever you want. But without further ado, let's wrap it up. This has been the M2 Podcast. I'm Mike Lanty. That's Kyle Heath, and we'll catch you next week. So see you later. Have a good one. Go Panthers. Hopefully they're not trash this weekend. Peace.
It's almost spooky season.
It is almost spooky season. Dude, should we wear costumes every single day? Every single pod? Imagine. All right, bro. Let's let them go. Thank you, guys. See ya.